Well, my crystal ball is clouded, as I'm sure yours is. I think perhaps I shouldn't have said yours, maybe yours is clear,
no.
but most people have a fairly clouded crystal ball when they look that far down the road. I think what we today call organic systems and low input systems will change over the years in terms of the inputs that are allowed, so-called materials list. We now have this national standard which is going to be developed under the 1990 Farm Bill, and that new technological developments, particularly in the area of biological inputs and biological control, will alter the nature of what we think of as organic systems. I think that's very positive, though, and will enhance their credibility and their potential for adoption. I'd like to see a lot more involvement in the next decade on the part of social scientists. Perhaps that's a bias of mine, but I think over the last 10 years, enough good agronomists, outstanding agronomists, and soil scientists and so forth, have looked at these systems and have documented them and spoken out in their behalf to the point where there's credibility now in the sense that we know people can farm this way and be productive and make money. And the question now becomes, how many can do that? Of what are the social and personal and psychological characteristics of these managers? What would happen if we had wide-scale adoption? What would be the implications of that? By the way, we'll have a report coming out soon that begins to look at that. But as we look down the road to these broader macro issues, we really are in desperate need of much better research from economists and rural sociologists that can inform us about these consequences, because I think none of us, that is, those of us who would be thought of as proponents, do not want to lead farmers down the primrose path.
No.
That's the last thing we want to do. We want facts, and we want research of all across the board. And so that would be what I would hope will begin to happen to a much larger degree in the next decade and beyond.